Hi guys, it's Maddie. How you doing? It's been a while. What's new? What's good? I clearly have been having an EDS flare. That's my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And I was so looking forward to coming on today. I felt better. I got in the shower, put some makeup on, and I'm going to do my hair. And my hair is falling out. It's falling out bad. I've lost my hair now. This will be the third or fourth time in the past 20 years. Now, we couldn't figure out why. Oh, it's stress. Oh, it's vitamin D. It's this, it's that. It's part of the Ehlers-Danlos, the type that I have, family. It's any soft tissue. I haven't consumed food in probably 4 or 5 days because when your tissues are affected and that's your muscles and your stomach, I don't want to be too gross, but it's always making like this motion. It's always going like this. So when my stomach wants to get stuck, the food doesn't go down. It just kind of comes back up. It's, TMI maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's my age, but this is probably one of the worst flares I've had to date. Pain, the hair in the drain and in the comb and everything, I think was just the icing today. I'm clearly peaked. I'm losing nails. I'm having an EDS flare and it sucks. It sucks. And that is Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. If you don't know, now you know. You know that song? I'm actually, the real reason I'm here today is because I managed to get my mitts on 5 different Huda items. So I thought I would put them on and review them for you. If you were down, I'm down. So here we are. I swear, if you want to know that, if it matters, if you haven't figured it out yet, I got a filthy fucking mouth. So if that's not your thing, I understand. I do try to keep it to a minimum. It is a little rude. We shouldn't be doing that, but hey. I have been watching things. I am all caught up to date on the Duggars or the Dugars. Wow. There's a channel called Fundie Friday, and she reviews families of, I forget the name of the church, but the fundamentalists and people that are a little more extreme with the Christian, having the quiverful gist of religion, the Christianity, and the lengths these people will go to, and the things they do, and the indoctrination is just awful. It's god awful. Sorry, I'm having my leaning table because I'm leaning. I'm still not very much pain, but it's much more tolerable. Okay, so the Dugars, yes, that was one thing that I learned way more than I ever cared to learn about this week. But when you're bored, you do stuff. So today, I used my Hudas, all my Huda stuff, and I'm here to review it today. I'm going to start, not in the order I applied them, but I think maybe from second order because the best should be last, generally. So I will start with the Huda Concealer. This is called the Overachieving Concealer, and I agree. I am in the shade, again, it's spelled wrong, but I believe it's meringue. And let me tell you, this covered my stretch marks, it covered my scar, it covered all the capillaries I have, and they're getting very bad. Any age spots, freckles, this is a phenomenal concealer. It has a very, I think, unique tip to it. It's actually metal if you look at it. So what I do is, sorry, I got a little into it. I squirt the amount I want, and then I lift it off, and then I use a brush or my finger. I'm a little sloppy with this metal thing at contraption at the top, but it's pretty cool. And it's a phenomenal concealer if you have something that you need high coverage. Now, I didn't use this under my eyeshadow. It might be a little thick for under the eyes, but on the face, dotting anywhere, phenomenal. I can't say enough. I'm so glad this came into my life because sometimes when my veins are acting up, or I have a rash. I get a rash very similar to the lupus butterfly because of my broken capillaries, especially if I'm like running a fever. It's a butterfly little rash I get. So sorry, I was just wanted to see what I could do. I'm a nitwit, you know this. So the Overachiever Concealer by Huda, huge thumbs up, 10 out of 10. This is good stuff. This is really good. Again, I'm sorry. I didn't feel it was really thin enough. I didn't use it under my eyes. It's a thicker concealer, but I think that would work if you want to put the work into it. If your eyes, if it's that bad. I have cried 4 or 5 times, so I probably am all puffy right now myself. It's not for lack of a wonderful concealer. I didn't put this under my eyes anyway. I originally didn't put anything under my eyes today, and then the hair I cried 4 or 5 times, but I'm just determined to do this today. So we're going to do it. That is the Overachiever Concealer, Huda Beauty, Huda Catan. What a talent. I don't know how Huda got famous originally, but her cosmetics, I have yet to meet one I don't like. And I was counting with the eye palette. I mean, I have easily over 20 of her eye palette. Just a few. The next thing I used is the Huda loose powder. On the bottom, this tells you it's for baking and setting. Of course, I'm 50. I'm entirely too old to bake, but I do set, and this comes off, and you have a nice little, I'm sorry, I have henna on my hands. It's just henna. And you have a screen. So it's very easy to use. Sometimes these can be inconvenient, to say the least. You have to pour it in a lid, or the holes aren't right, but this is a full mesh screen, and it's fantastic. You just tap your brush on it and set, and it sets beautifully. It really does. It has a little bit of coverage to it. This shade, oh, and I love the way it closes. It only closes one way, and when it's closed. I think that is really cool. Another phenomenal product. I set with it. I do use this over the concealer under my eyeshadow. I will use this powder. This powder is so finely milled. You could use it anywhere for anything. It's fantastic. Now the lips. The lips got 2 products today because we had 2 Huda products to put on our lips, and we couldn't pick. How can we pick? We started with Huda Demi Matte in Catwalk Killer. I don't think I've ever showed you the tip of this. It's pretty unique. If you look, it's at an angle. See how it just angles for your lip? Isn't that just the neatest thing? That's what I love about Huda Cosmetics. Not only do they kick ass, and they do, they're well put together, they're well thought out. The screen and the powder, the tip on this is phenomenal. And then because that it's demi matte, which really did dry down, I got to use the Huda, I call it the Diamond Balm. I believe it's called the Shimmer Balm. And I did stain it a little with the demi matte, unfortunately, but that's what this guy looks like. And she's just shiny everywhere. Very shiny, very lovely. I love this one. Does it have a name? Seductress. Ooh la la. So I have that over. This is like, do you know what this reminds me of actually? Oh, and this one closes. You ready? Magnet. Love it. This reminds me, it's almost like a highlighter for your lips. I can't see how it's doing on the camera, but it's a very fine shine, very sparkly, shimmery, not too big. It would be like if you took a tiny piece of glitter, like one of those little bastards that gets stuck on your face for a week, and you cut that into like 100 pieces. That's what it reminds me of, the Diamond Balm. It is just, Now, this is what inspired me to. We had a little pre-Christmas gift this week, and I got Huda in what is Mercury retrograde. How absolutely beautiful is that? It's got greens, it's got pinks, it's got everything in between. I went heavy with the pink and purple. I'm going to come in and show you. I just don't want to like up my nose because I'm classy like that. I'm going to come in now. get a little better look with the lights, hopefully, because again, my rig isn't. Everything got fucked up when I was sick this week, and it is what it is. But yes, that is Huda, and I apologize for swearing in her review because that's rude. It has nothing to do with her, other than her. Oh, this is the outside of the Mercury retrograde. I, believe it or not, initially I received a counterfeit one. The first one. I mean, the names weren't even right, and thank God it was the little things that tipped me off. The sticker wasn't stuck on the see if I can open this again. I'm so sorry. Oh, this is difficult because it doesn't bend backwards and it has a mirror. But this plastic, the tray wasn't snapped in. It was just, it wasn't even a good fake. You know, at least a good fake, you'll sit down and start to apply. This was bad, but now I have the proper, regular, normal, correct Mercury retrograde. So I had to bust out all my Huda products and give them a go. And I have, like I said, 20, at least 20 of the palettes with them, including the minis. I can't put all the, I have little tiny eyes, so I can't do too much. I can only put like, I could put up to 6 shadows, but that could get a little muddy. I try to keep it to 3 or 4. And again, today I did a pink with a purple because Huda is awesome. And I knew, you know, the lipstick, I wanted to keep it in the same family. And again, I'm genuinely sorry I haven't been around. It's just, it's a terrible, terrible flare. If you know what an EDS flare is, it's just, it's an extreme pain. It's, I have issues with all the joints in my bodies because of the soft tissue. So every joint, it just, it aches, it swells. I have no range of motion or very limited range of motion. And it's basically hard to get through like a regular day. It's tough. And I know I did my Ipsy for you because that's just like I love Ipsy. It's just the best time of the month for me, you know, because just being disabled and all is not fun. It's nice to get that stuff. And I don't feel good today. Like I'm looking in the mirror and I know it's because my hair's falling out. I probably don't look any different to you than I normally would, but to me, I felt so hideous and pale, and I just wasn't going to come on today. But my son said, you got ready, so you do it, because we like to get back on the horse when we, you know, aren't doing too good. And I'm not doing too good. It's not funny. It's not. It's, you know, it's been just a terrible, terrible pain week. Had problems with eating. My hair's falling out. I'm losing nails. This is just henna that I do. I have an old neighbor that taught me how to do it, so I don't do it well at all, but that's all that is. But yeah, I'm losing nails and soft tissue. You know, I just, anybody that has my what you call it, of the Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, my subset, the I don't want to say the ankylosis spondylitis, but it's a spondylitis some type. It's the musculoskeletal one, the soft tissue. I can eat collagen until the cows come home, and my body just won't digest it. It's no soft tissues. I have nothing left. I was looking, actually, because I found the rheumatologist that will take my insurance in May. I was looking over, I had to get all my old scans together and everything. So I had a scan each shoulder, a scan each knee, a scan each hip, and then a scan. When I say scan, I mean an MRI, I'm sorry. And then 2 thoracic spine ones. And I was reading them, and it, you know, I'm so psychosomatic. You know, I could be okay as I get that day, and then I see that paperwork and I'm instantly, oh, it hurts. It's psychosomatic. And those tests are, I just realized, 6 years old. So that means by the time I see her, I'm gonna have to go back in the tube and get all new tests. If you've ever had an MRI, I would love to know about it, about your experience. I'm in that effing tube just entirely too much. So if you have an MRI or even a CAT scan story, if you want to tell me, I would love to hear it. For all the scans I've had done, and that's got to be in the high double digits at this point. I do remember one time I had pneumonia, and I was on steroids. I don't do well on steroids at all. I don't think many of us do. It's not a good medicine. And I was in the tube. They were trying to do the thoracic spine, and it was an open MRI. I even have, the benefit of an open MRI, but it's not too beneficial if you're having an MRI from the waist up because you're still in there. I mean, have you ever had your nose right? Like they just right on you, and that bang, 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 bang. I really, if you do have an MRI or a CAT scan story, I would be so grateful. If you want to tell me anything about it, let me know I'm not the only one. and they're going, and I bring my own CDs, but it gets a little numbing under the bang, 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 bang. And, and if you're smart enough to know what those magnets are doing, I'm told they bring my cells up for a picture and then they drop. That sounds completely asinine to me. If you know what's going on when they do the CAT scans with the noise, with anything, I would love to know because I'm always getting them done. So if you could tell me, that'd be great. And if you have any advice, tips, or tricks, I mean, I don't think a lot of people frequent MRI, things in the CAT scan tunnels. But if you've had the misfortune, I have too. And maybe we can commiserate because misery loves company, doesn't it? So yes, that is my Huda review slash EDS update, and I don't know if I'll be back quite tomorrow. I know, remember I told you I had all those videos ready to go? Because, yeah, they were deleted. So I lost like almost 10 videos, and I suck at this because I'm so new. So yeah. So me and my hair losing butt are gonna go probably cry some more. Then we'll probably throw some dinner together for my son and go from there. But it's so tough after a flare because I really don't get to do anything. Sometimes when I get downstairs and see my kitchen, or oh, it's rarely good. I have two early 20 I want to say teens. They're not teens anymore, they're in their 20s. I am over 50. It is life, and yeah, so I'm gonna go see what's going on down there, see what we have, what we don't, what we need, and go from there. And I just hope I keep feeling better because I have a tendency to start to feel better and then I just do a little too much and I back myself right up again. I even got my fingers, you wouldn't know how swollen they are. They're killing me. Everything's killing me. But I just wanted to get up. I needed to get up and do this today. So here we are. I hope that would you go Christmas shopping yet? You celebrate Hanukkah? What'd you do? What are you gonna do? I would love to hear your plans. Or I didn't even know, are we allowed to go out and see people if we have people? We don't have people. It's just me and my children. I don't have anybody like on the family tree, like on the branch with me or above me. It's me and the two kids and that's it. And that's awesome because I love my kids. But yeah. So if you have any good plans for the holidays, if you had a great Thanksgiving, if you had a shitty one, I'd love to hear about that. I like to hear the bad stuff. I'm sorry. I always used to have, you have the uncle that just drinks a little too much and starts telling stories, and then your grandpa gets pissed at him. And I had family once. I miss them. They were very dear to me. Oh God, I'm just on a bender today. So I'm going to bid you a farewell. I hope you're kicking ass. Keep kicking ass. And yeah, if you have any MRI, CAT scan, hospital stories, I would love to read about them or hear about them because God knows I have enough of my own. So you have a great everything. And I hope I see you really, really soon. Okay? Take care.